So, I learned today, I did some scavenging on the internet. I found out Steam is getting sued for a lot of money. And I think that's really stupid because Steam has like a really high reputation. A super high reputation. They're known for good customer support and everything. And they're only getting sued in the UK, which is... Hold up. Valve Corporation will face a £656 million lawsuit in the UK over alleged unfair prices. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do the £656 million to USD, but that sounds like a lot of money. I know pounds aren't far off from USD. Sounds like a lot of money. The gaming giant is being accused of abusing its market dominance by imposing restrictive terms on game publishers and locking players into using Steam. Oh, yep, and all at the top, okay. The lawsuit filed alleges Valve forces game publishers to sign up to conditions which prevents them from selling their titles earlier or for less on rival platforms. That sounds like a very normal contract. You're selling for me, and so if you want to put out on the thing that makes me money, you have to pay me to make that happen, and I want the head up on the other people, because as a corporation, that's my job. We can't just sit here and act like normal corporations don't do this. It claims that Valve requires users to buy all additional content through Steam if they've bought the initial game through the platform. It is essentially locking in users to continue making purchases there. So I read this two ways. I read they are locking you in by purchasing their games, which they don't, obviously, but that's a stupid... But if I buy a DLC for Mortal Kombat on an Xbox and then I go to Steam, I can't just transfer the DLC. It doesn't work like that, especially because it's two different corporations as well. It's like... This Miss Schultbot argues he has enabled Steam to charge an excessive commission of up to 30%, making UK consumers pay too much for purchasing PC games and add-on content. So, I know everybody knows, obviously Steam has a really high reputation of, a lot of discounts. They're known for a lot of discounts. I've seen 60% discounts on Steam. And also, if somebody is spending a lot of unnecessary money on something, that's their fault. Now, I don't know UK laws, but gambling is kind of the same thing. You spend a lot of money at a casino, that's their fault. It's their money. They know what they're spending their money on. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They have their money. It's their fault for spending that much money in the first place. That's not the corporation's fault. And I believe that, yep. My opinion, you can't just sue a really high valued corporation, and yes, I just wiped my nose, for things that aren't true and aren't their fault. You can't do that. You can, but that just makes you look really bad. So, I hope they learn from this. Yeah, that's my final opinion.